Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today it is time for another beauty wish list or not, which is why I'm sort of over to the side here because I wanted to make sure and pop up some pictures on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. If you didn't see my last beauty wish list, then you can watch it up above. I'll put it in the cards for you. But basically, I talk about different products, mostly new releases. If there's something that is, something that I've really been eyeing, that is not a new release, then I can certainly throw that in as well. But for the most part, I'm going to be talking about new releases. And of course, if there's anything that I've purchased since the last beauty wish list from one of these videos, then I'll mention that as well. I don't think that there's anything that I have to talk about today. So we'll just go right into it. I have my computer down here, by the way, just letting you know that I'm gonna look at my pictures down here. So if you see me looking down, that's why. The first thing is the new collection with Chrissy Teigen and BECCA. And they did a face palette a while back. They're now going to be coming out with more. She started teasing it on her Instagram. And I love Chrissy Teigen. I follow her on different social media platforms, and I think that she is really, really funny and really interesting and an amazing mom, and I think that she's just really cool, so I like her a lot. And so I would love to support her. So like I said, she started sort of teasing different products, and this collection is actually going to be a bunch of different products. The first one that I'll show right here is going to be basically a liquefied body glow. I guess that this is a very popular thing now because Rihanna did the same thing. I don't really think I'm going to get this one because I just don't see myself wearing something like that very often. It just doesn't really suit my lifestyle, but it looks really, really pretty. From the pictures that I've seen, there are pictures, seeing it, actually on somebody. Maybe it was on Chrissy, I don't remember, but it's just not one that I'm going to purchase. And then there's going to be sort of a highlight, it says it's a bronze and glow compact. So, that I guess speaks for itself. It has sort of a bronzy, glowy tone to it. And she's darker than I am, and I think a lot of this stuff is targeted to people that are a little bit darker. So this I don't think would really suit my skin tone. Looks really pretty though. I love BECCA highlighters. They're one of my absolute favorites. So if this does suit your skin tone, I would definitely recommend it because it looks really pretty and the design that they have in it is really pretty too. And then the last thing that they are coming out with are 3 lip glosses. So this one, I think I'm probably going to pick up one of them because they look really, really pretty. There are 3 shades. So there's Beach Bum, Malibu Solei, and Beach Nectar. And they are the BECCA Glow Glosses, which I haven't tried, but I sort of have because I talked about this product before, but they used to have these crystal glow topper glow glosses, and I assume it's sort of a similar type of formula. So if it is, I do really like that. I just haven't tried the new regular glosses that they've come out with, but these are cool because they have sort of their own packaging for her. So I would definitely pick one of these up. They're really pigmented glosses, which is nice. So I don't know, maybe I'd pick up either the lightest shade or the middle shade. Maybe the middle shade because the lightest shade might be too nude. I don't know. I'll have to try them and, see in stores maybe and see what they look like. But they look really, really pretty. I don't think that I see any prices, but it says that they're going to be available June 28th on their website. It doesn't say anything about Sephora Ulta yet. But interestingly enough, I am looking at the description about the bronze and glow compact that I spoke about, and actually it shows that it's a mixture of moonstone and beach nectar, which is Chrissy's iconic beachy peach infused with glowing gold, and Aloha Bronze, which is a brand new neutral bronze shade. So it actually does have some of that lighter tone in it. But again, I still feel like the majority of it is a little bit too dark for me. So I probably will pass on that one, but I definitely would love to pick up one of the glosses. I don't think that I need more than one of them, but I like her and I like BECCA, and I'm trying to get more into glosses. Of course, here I am again with a matte thing. Every time I talk about wanting to get into glosses, I'm wearing a matte lip. And then when I'm talking about matte lips, I'm wearing a gloss. I'm just a mess, but I do want to get more into glosses, and I would be curious to try one of hers. The next thing is a new palette by Milk Cosmetics. This one is created by Dana Bomar. I don't know who she is, but I will put information down below. It's, I guess, called the 27 palette, and it says that, at least right now when I'm filming this, that there isn't necessarily a release date, but that June 27th is Dana's birthday, so maybe that would be the launch date. If there has been a launch date announced since I filmed this and edit this, then I will put it down below for you. So I would have been more interested in the last palette that they came out with, which was limited edition, the Gemini palette. I didn't buy that, and I sort of have mixed feelings because it looks really beautiful, but it was pretty pricey, so I'm sure this one will be a similar price. And I don't know, I just was sort of torn about it, and so I didn't buy that one. This one, however, I'm definitely not going to buy. I'm a little bit bummed because I would love to try some from Melt. It's a brand that I still haven't tried at all, actually. But this to me looks like every other warm tone palette that's come out. In fact, it looks a lot like the Naked Heat, which I didn't buy. This just doesn't excite me that much. I'm sure the formula is great because people have said great things about the Melt formula. But again, they have pretty pricey palettes, so I just think that I'm gonna pass on that one. The next thing is by Bakerie Makeup, another brand that I have not tried anything from, and I do want to at some point, but I've just heard some sort of mixed reviews on their products, and of course they're only available online, so it makes it really tough to pick something and spend my money on it when I don't know how it's going to be. But they are coming out with a highlighter palette. It's called the Milk and Honey Bakeware, I guess, and it has 4 different shades. I really don't need another highlighter palette, and I saw this and I thought, whatever. But then they posted a picture of the swatches, and it looks really pretty. Again, I just don't really feel like I need another highlighter palette, but I will say once I saw the swatches, it definitely got my attention. I don't know when this is coming out or how much it's going to cost, so maybe it will depend on that. But it looks really, really pretty, especially those 2 lighter shades. The thing is, the 2 darker shades will be too dark for me. So I really want to stop myself from buying palettes like this where I can't wear every shade. But God, it does look really pretty. So I'm just going to see what the price is and see a little more details about it. All right, the next thing is not really any specific release yet, but it's news about a new cosmetics company coming out. And I am very excited about this, and I know that I'm going to buy something, and I don't know what yet, but I'm for sure going to buy something. So this is an announcement about the new Wayne Goss cosmetics coming out. So if you don't follow Wayne Goss, you definitely should. He's amazing. He's a makeup artist, and he has great, really informative videos on YouTube, and he has a brush line, and his brushes are amazing. They are handmade in Japan, and they are pricey, but they are amazing. I have a couple of them. I don't have a ton because they are expensive, but I try to pick up one from time to time because they are so good. And so I'm very excited about him coming out with cosmetics because I know that he will put a lot of thought into it, and it's not going to be subpar. You know, it's really, I think, going to be a well thought out release, and I'm very excited to see what he comes out with first. It looks like he probably is going to come out with an eyeshadow collection or palette or something first. So I'm really curious to see what he comes out with because I am very excited about it. The next one is a release from Urban Decay, and I'm not that excited about this one. I wanted to put it on here just because I think it's interesting, and it might be interesting to you, and this might be something that you'd be interested in. But for me, I think I will probably pass on it. So these are called their Lo-Fi Lip Mousses, a super soft whipped texture that simply glides over lips. It says it's a liquid to matte lip color, delivers extreme pigmentation, velvety finish, waterproof formula, buildable. You can apply a thin layer for a soft natural effect or build up the intensity for a more intense result. I think this sounds really cool. You know, because it's Urban Decay, it's probably a little too pricey for a makeup artist to buy for their kit. Yeah, they're $26 each, which is really expensive. I get that these are going to last a long time, and I mean, they look really pretty. I just would not really be interested in a potted lip product. I don't really go for lip palettes. I think it's a cool idea. It's something different, you know, and I appreciate that. I think it's really just a little bit too pricey, and you know, it's just not my thing. But if you like this idea and you want to try something different, and maybe you just want one to try, then, you know, again, this is something different. So I appreciate that. It doesn't say when they're being released. It just says coming soon, maybe around August. So the next thing I actually talked about last time, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more because more has been released about these products. So these are the eyeshadow palettes by Jaclyn Hill and Morphe. So it's the eyeshadow vault. So they're $15 each. Or if you buy all 4 palettes, then the vault is $49. So I was really excited when I saw this because, like I had said in my last beauty wish list, I was a little bit bummed when I heard that it was going to be with Morphe because I was excited about the idea of Jaclyn coming out with her own cosmetics or just with somebody else because she's just done stuff with Morphe already. So I wasn't that excited about it. Now I'm actually a little more excited because I like the idea that I could pick up one of these palettes or maybe 2. I know that the ones that I'm most excited about trying would be the one Dark Magic, which has that like dark blue shade, the dark green shade, and also the more purpley toned one, which is called Bling Boss. Those would be the ones that I would be most interested in. Probably Dark Magic would be the most exciting to me because it's more different than what I have in my collection. The ones with the yellows, greens, and orange is Armed and Gorgeous, and then the warm palette is Ring Me Alarm. And those 2 I definitely don't really want to get because I have a lot of those shades. So I was definitely more excited about this once I found out more details and I saw the different palettes. I like that. You know, I like that I can just get one of them for $15. I really think that that's a very fair price for the quality and the amount of shades that you're getting. So I was looking forward to this, and this was going to be coming out pretty soon. And then a statement was released. I'm going to pop it up on the screen, but basically it's saying that, you know, they were getting a lot of feedback from, because they sent out PR to, you know, a bunch of influencers here on YouTube, and they did some videos on it, and you can certainly search and watch some of these videos. I am always behind on videos, so I haven't watched them yet, but they're in my watch later to watch. But there were some inconsistencies apparently with the formula. I'm telling you what they said basically and what Jaclyn said on her, you know, social media. But that basically they made the decision to delay the launch because they feel like there's been an inconsistency in their production. The complaints that some of these influencers had about the quality of some of the shades were not what Jaclyn and Morphe approved, I guess. So I don't know. It seems a little bit sketchy to me. This is not the first time this has happened with Jaclyn. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I do appreciate that they're not trying to just, you know, put out the palettes and that they're not saying like, well, oh, well, I appreciate that. But I don't know. I feel a little bit weird about it. So now I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Let me know what you think. I don't know how I feel about this, to be quite honest with you. It seems a little bit sketchy, and I don't know if that's because of, you know, I mean, she had issues with Morphe before, I think, but she also had issues with BECCA, so I don't know. I guess this stuff happens. It just seems like it's happened to her before, so I don't know. Definitely let me know what you think below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts about this one, because this was just a little bit strange to me. The next one is the Summer Center collection from Looxi. Looxi is an indie brand, and they have amazing eyeshadows and highlighters and everything. And I have some of their eyeshadows, and they have some that are super unique, and I really enjoy them. I haven't tried any of their mattes, so I don't know how those are. I don't think any of these are mattes anyway, no. But some of these look really, really cool. So I don't think that I would pick up the whole bundle. What does it say? Oh, they can be purchased individually for $5, or you can get all 11 for $50. So you would save on getting all 11 of them. Plus you can use, you know, a code to get some money off. These are available already. So if you're interested in them, you can get them already, but they look really beautiful, and I would definitely, the next time that I feel like I want to purchase from them, then I would definitely put some of these in my cart because they look really, really cool. Like the shade Get Naked looks really interesting. Lick It, Stan It, what does that say? Lick It, Stain It, Suck It? I don't know how, I don't know how I feel about these names, but anyway, some of them look really, really pretty, and I would be interested in trying them no matter what they're called. I think this is a really nice collection for the summer. I like that. All right, and the last thing is a new release from Melt Cosmetics. Let's see, is it available yet? It looks like it is available, actually. It's a new addition to their Kush collection. So if you didn't see, they came out with a Kush mascara, which is infused with, what is it? It's hemp-derived cannabis oil conditions. So it has cannabis oil in it, which is really interesting, but it's not like gonna make you high. It's not gonna smell like marijuana or anything like that, but apparently it has properties that are really conditioning to your hairs. So that's why they made a mascara, and now they're coming out with these brow gels. So they are the Kush brow gels. They're $18 each, and they come in different shades, but also a clear one. And it's a brow gel that fills, defines, and thickens with heart-shaped fibers. So that's kind of interesting. And then they also are coming out with a mini Kush mascara for $12, which I think is great because I've been wanting to try that mascara, but now if they have a mini, I'd love to try that in a mini. So I'd be curious about this. I've been wanting to try the mascara because it's been getting great reviews, actually. And I just think this is really interesting. I love seeing companies come out with just innovative things, things that are different, things that we haven't seen before, because first of all, I know that that's hard. There's a lot, you know, coming out, and it's hard to come out with something that is totally new and fresh. So I'm excited to see when companies do that. So I definitely would be interested in trying this. All right, everyone, so that is it for this edition of Beauty Wish List. Let me know in the comments below what you think you might pick up from some of these releases, what you think maybe I should pick up or not pick up from these releases. I'd be curious to hear what you think. Again, if you ever want to hear my thoughts about a release, if you see something on social media, make sure and follow me on Instagram so that you can tag me in some of these posts, and then I can know that it's something that you want to hear about. If you like this video, please make sure and give it a big thumbs up. That really does help out my channel so much. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye.